What is good, guys? It is Reed and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I just got Madison's new Chateau Advocates in the mail and I haven't opened them yet. I decided I'd just do it on camera, give my thoughts on the cards, my first impressions, and see how it goes. Never really done like a deck review video, but we shall see how this goes, see if you guys like it. I gotta say, just looking at these cards, they're really, really nice. And you know, I wasn't planning on picking up any new decks for a while. I'm not much of a deck collector, but I do like a nice deck for sure. But these are just absolutely beautiful. You can see that box there. It's just unbelievable. Like, this artwork's just really, really nice. So I had to pick these up and I just got them last week, but I wasn't able to get to them until today. So still got the plastic on them, but let's check it out. All right, see if I can get this open. Did I bring a knife? No, oh, there we go. First things first, I gotta say, I really like that there is no seal on the box. I never really understood the seal on card boxes because I just like to take it off and then you get this sticky like residue. And I think this box is just beautiful. Like, it's different than what Madison normally does. He's normally very minimal. And this is definitely not minimal, but somehow it still feels minimal. I think if you look up close here, the artwork is almost like blurred out. You can see there, like it's blurry. It looks like an old painting, and that kind of makes it feel kind of minimal. Like, it just kind of sets into the background and it just makes it clean. It looks really clean. But yeah, tuck box just got a little bit of branding, some logos. Just says Chateau Madison Advocates by Daniel Madison, including artwork from Daniel Schneider, and then Madison.cards, which is his website, on the bottom. Otherwise, there's just a few logos of Charlie on there, and that's it. So let's jump in. How about I bring you guys a bit closer before we get into it? So now that we are a bit closer here, let's jump into it. Very nice. So on the tuck flap, it says 9 of clubs, of course. And let's see what we got. Nothing on the inside of the box. All right. They have a very interesting smell. I know that's weird, but I noticed it right away. Just the, I don't know, the stock smells different. It's kind of weird, but it does. All right. So we are in Madison's order here, which is not a standard new deck order. All the aces, all the twos, all the threes. I know the artwork on the court cards is always going to be top notch, so I'll be looking forward to checking that out. All right, so when I get every new deck, I gotta rub off all the excess sort of, I don't know what you call it, but when they cut the cards, it's always a little rough. So I like to give it a rub, usually on my pants or my shirt, and just get those edges off and just get them nice and smooth. There we go. Now let me just take a look at that back design here. Wow, yeah, that's really, really nice. Here, I'll get a nice close-up of that. These are really nice cards, not gonna lie. I'll have to check out how they handle, but let's see, when you spread them, yeah, you get this nice kind of pattern, but it reminds me almost of like a rainbow, you know? Most of his cards are very minimal, but they fan very nicely, as expected, with a new deck. All right, well, I always like to start off with a nice Pharaoh. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, nice and perfect right off the bat. Whew, that's crisp. Here, we'll get a close-up of a Pharaoh here. All right, so let's play around with these guys for a little bit and see how they handle. What I like about them right out of the box is that they feel kind of like they were broken in. Like they're slippery, but they're really not too slippery. You know what I mean? Now the faces, if you have any Madison deck, it's pretty standard. You know, Lana Del Rey on the Queen of Hearts, Madison on the King of Diamonds, and I don't know everyone who's in his deck, but it's a standard group of people. So obviously very nice custom artwork. I'm more so interested with these cards on that back design there. This seems like it's based off an old painting. I really like it. In terms of the handling, like I said, these are smooth like butter, but they're not stiff. Normally when you dribble cards for the first time, they'll be a little stiff. Even to get into like a double lift here, they're very like good. They stay together. They're not slipping too much. I'm very happy with those. I definitely love to give them a few in the hands riffles as well. You start to get that natural bow. They shuffle really well. All right, let's do some dealing. So dealing is actually one of my favorite ways to test out a new deck of cards. So let's do a little circuit. We'll go fair deal, second deal, bottom deal. This is one of my favorite ways to practice dealing. Very nice. The deals felt really smooth. It wasn't even too slippery to catch that second deal. Really nice for the strike second deal. Feels really nice. That bottom deal comes off real nice. The cards aren't slipping out of my hand as I'm bottom dealing, which can be a problem with a new deck often. Really nice. I love that they're broken in because, you know, I really like to have my deck nice and broken in before I get too far into performing with it. But with this, I feel like I could, you know, get out there and be comfortable right away. Even like a quadruple lift, it's coming really easy. They're very thin, thinner than most cards. Like when I go to hit a double, this really feels like one card, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's take a look at the ad cards. So first you get a double backer, which is interesting. It has the Chateaus and the Strangers on the other side. To me, this is gonna be more of a sort of collector's piece almost. I don't know what you could use this for unless you have the Strangers deck. I mean, I guess you could do like a Chicago opener style thing. This is a really nice card. I have a deck where I keep all different ad cards and double backers and stuff from different decks, and I put them all together, and it's a really cool looking deck, so this will fit nicely in there. And then of course we got the duplicate 9 of clubs, which is going to come in handy big time. Love some duplicates. And a duplicate Queen of Spades, which is interesting. Madison does not. You can normally print a duplicate Queen of Spades as far as I know. I've never seen it. And it's got a nice little 4 of Hearts reveal in her hand there. Very nice. What else? Always a fan of Madison's Jack of Hearts. I should figure out who's on there. I really should. But regardless, very nice. And this Ace of Spades, these Violent Delights is what it says. Very nice. I really like how he's done with the negative space here and filling it in with the design. It's really nice, and I love how the spades kind of cut out in the middle of Charlie there. So I will handle these cards for a little bit, and then I'll let you know what I think after I've had them for a while. First impressions though, I just really kind of gave you guys what I think really raw about these cards. You know, I'm pretty impressed by their handling, and my biggest takeaway is that they feel already broken in, and I love that thin stock. They deal really nice, they shuffle really nice, they faro really nice, everything you'd want in a deck of cards. I imagine they'd be quite durable, but we will see. All right, so my final thoughts after dealing with these guys for a little bit, playing around. I think the pros, they are a beautiful deck of cards. Honestly, one of my favorite deck of cards. I put these in that category with Ramsey's V3s, just like unique, you know, but really, really clean. A very beautiful, elegant deck. They handle beautifully. I love the thinness of the stock. The stock's very flexible right out of the gate, not stiff, so it feels like they're already broken in. They're not too slippery. With the pink advocates, I found they were way too slippery out of the box. It almost felt like they were greasy, like someone had like dumped oil on them before they got shipped, and I was not a fan of that. It literally left residue on my hands. These though, I really think he got it right with these ones. I mean, what more can you ask for? Negatives, I don't really have any negatives. I'm not, you know, too picky with my deck of cards, I'll say that. Like, I am a believer that you should be able to learn and practice with all kinds of decks and be able to do different tricks with all kinds of decks, and that's a great skill. You know, some tricks you aren't going to do with some decks. If someone hands you a dollar store deck of cards, there's some things you're just not going to be able to do. It is what it is, no matter what someone tells you. If you get a plastic deck or like a cardboard deck, you're just not going to do some tricks, but you can do some nice self-working tricks, whatever. It's good to be able to do magic with any deck of cards. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I will give these a solid 9 out of 10, 9.2 out of 10, for no reason other than it just came to me right now, and I think they're a good deck of cards. So I think you guys should pick these up if they're still available. I don't think they are, to be honest. If you did get your hands on these, well, you got yourself a great deck of cards. So with all that said, you know, let me know if you guys like this kind of video. Not really my thing. I don't have a lot to say. You know, I don't have much to add to guys like Jorge or other deck review channels. I don't think my take is that unique. I just thought this would be cool to try. So let me know if you guys like this and if I should do this more often. You know, like I said, I don't plan on getting too many more decks in the future or anytime soon. But if I do, I will definitely do more of these if that's what you guys like. Thanks for all the new subs who have came along. This channel is really growing quickly, and I'm excited, and I'm having a lot of fun. I want to get back to the Omegle Magic videos. I haven't done any performances in like a month. I've been super busy, just finished up work for now, and so we will be able to get back to that, which is very exciting. People really love those videos. As for tutorials, there's more on the way, lots coming as usual. Next, I think we have a card from phone trick that I think is really neat, and you guys are probably gonna really like it. I think you'll really like it. And then I'm gonna go into the DPS, which is probably the move that I've spent the most of my time on overall. My favorite move is a DPS variation, but I love it. And I know a lot of people are struggling to learn the DPS and want to master it, and I've put so much time into the DPS and its variations, and so like Susan Shift, I have my own couple of variations, and yeah, can't wait to teach that. But the DPS video, I go into a lot of depth. I've already shot it, so I think it'll help you guys if you're struggling with that move. So stick around. That's it from me. Welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you. Oh yes, don't forget, I got a giveaway going on. Go check out my last video. You guys can enter. Just go like that video, drop a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So you still got time, but I am very excited. You can win an Amazon gift card or a gift card to any of your favorite magic retailers, depending what you're into. I want to, you know, if people aren't into magic, that's fine. Still, I welcome you to the channel. Some people just like to watch magic videos and the Omegle stuff. So if you're here and you don't want, you know, a $50 gift card to frickin' Timbuktu Magic, then I don't blame you, and you can get the Amazon gift card. Like this video, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.